Let this be your friendly reminder that today can be the day that changes your whole entire life. When I say that, I don't mean to be dramatic by any means, but that's how I like to approach every single day. And I don't know, I don't like breaking promises to myself. In the last few weeks I had, especially when it comes to filming, because I promised myself that I would try to film and post at least once a week, but life and other opportunities have taken precedent in that area. But here I am trying to show up for myself again. But yeah, I think more people need to realize that today, this very minute, can be the minute that your life changes. You don't need to put so much pressure on yourself for that to come, but it's so important to realize that time is so valuable, and your dreams and every single passing thought you have, in all honesty, can change your life. Any feeling that you have. And it took a while for me to realize that. I was feeling down not too long ago, and I was venting to my grandma. She was probably so annoyed with me because I was going on and on and on, listing every single thing that I was unhappy with, whether it be relationships in my life, my plans, my career, my dreams. Like, I felt so stagnant. I felt like I was being suffocated. But I was going on and on and on for 20 minutes, and afterwards she let me speak. But then she goes, "Why are you worried?" And I was like, "What do you mean? I just listed every single thing that I was worried about. Every single thing that was driving me nuts." And she goes, "You need to stay present." And I was like, "Okay, I know. I just needed a minute to vent, okay?" We have matching tattoos that say present. Yeah, just so that we don't live in any other time but the now. But she told me, she's like, "You know, every single thing that you just listed that you were so frustrated with, that have probably has been taking up so much time in your mind when you could be doing other things, I've been praying for. All those things I've been praying for." And I was like, damn, okay, reality check. Thank you. Because I had no idea, first of all, that she was praying for me. I assume we're like this, but like at the same time, to put so much of my thought into trying to work things out and stressing myself out, where I was having trouble sleeping at night, I was losing my appetite. But the amount of peace that I felt in knowing that she was praying for me, it goes unmatched. I don't even have the words to describe it. Even in the small pockets where I felt like quite literally rotting in bed, I was still being semi-productive because I had a book in my hand and I was trying to figure out life. But I just want to say, you never know who is waiting for you, who is waiting for that higher version of yourself to emerge, the version of yourself that writes the book, the version of yourself that falls in love, the version of yourself that becomes a parent, the version of yourself that travels to a new country. You do not know who is waiting for you, whose prayers you could be answering by just actively living. You just don't know. Today could be the day that you book the flight. Today could be the day that you apply for the job. Today could be the day that your life, your entire life changes. And sometimes we need to just let that resonate before we take our next step. Knowing that I have people like my beautiful 76-year-old grandma counting on my next step, it makes me feel like, yeah, I might misstep and totally mess things up, but the only way for her prayers to be answered is if I take that step in the first place. You never know who's waiting for you or who's praying for you to take that next step that could change your entire life. And for myself personally, I know there have been many, many times where I stay standing on the edge. Whatever you could be stepping down onto could move. That opportunity could go away and that prayer could go unanswered. And yeah, you really, truly, 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 truly do not ever know where it's going to take you. For myself, personally, I have a bit of an advantage because I'm a mom, because I know there is always at least one person that my next step will always be, they'll always be impacted by my next step. I always think a little bit more just because I know that if I misstep and I fall, there's gonna be somebody there. But you know what, at the same time, he is always so open to learning from my mistakes. But yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. You never know who's waiting for that version of you. You never know where it's gonna lead you. Even for myself, looking back 3 years, if I stayed the person that I was at my absolute lowest, I can tell you there are so many people that are in my life in this current moment that, oh my gosh, that I would never have even met. I believe in divine timing. I believe that God is orchestrating my life according to a plan that is already pre-written. And those mornings when I wake up and I don't want to do anything at all, I need to remember that is not God. That is not God. God will tell me when to rest, okay? God speaks to me often. Often. I've gotten really good at turning the volume of the world down so that I can hear where I'm supposed to go. And I can feel it in every ounce of me that I am meant to, that the purpose that God has for me is something that I cannot even imagine right now. I know it and I feel it in every single thing, every single misstep and every single step that I've taken up until this very moment even of my life. I know that there is so much meaning behind it. And when you meet the right people and you have the right people in your life, they will be the ones that hold that mirror up to you to remind you of that. And I'm so grateful I had that conversation with my grandma, because now I know I cannot leave her prayers unanswered. I'm not going to allow it. Yeah, I can't do that. That would be crazy. So, yeah, just a friendly reminder, today, tomorrow, this very minute could be the very moment that your life changes. You never know. There will always be that moment when you meet the love of your life, the moment where your heart is broken, the moment where an idea comes to you. Life is just a collection of moments, and if you just sit around dreading ones that just happened to you, you're gonna miss the ones that are currently waiting for you. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to making more videos at least once a week. I'm promising myself this, and I look forward to everything that is to come, because I know I can feel it. Like I said, I can feel it. There's a lot to come. Not just in regards to YouTube, but just life. There's a lot of really exciting things that I am planning, and I have to stop standing on the damn edge. I have to just go. And I'm that crazy person too. Like, I go cliff jumping with my son. We do all kinds of fun stuff like that. I will quite literally jump off of a cliff. But when it comes to like actually taking a step forward in other areas of my life, I will be standing there thinking and thinking and thinking about what could go wrong, what could go right, what I'm gonna land on. I just need to trust that God and those prayers are my safety net, and sometimes just allow myself to take that step forward. And I hope that this video reminds you that you could and you should be doing the exact same thing. Yeah. As always, I love you, and I hope you have an amazing day, and I'm gonna start posting again. Sorry, bye.